A new edition of our online video information area for Federunacoma. The International Review of Mechanization and Technologies for Agriculture and the Agro-Industry is set for mid-October in Bari. The event is organized by the Fiera del Levante and Federunacoma and now showing further gains in exhibition area committed and the number of exhibitors arriving.
The Agri-Levante International Exposition has been confirmed as the leading event in Mediterranean agriculture. The 2013 edition, scheduled for October the 17th to the 20th in the Bari Trade Fair Center, is drawing more than 280 companies arriving to exhibit more than 5,000 models of their products on 50,000 square meters of exposition area and will feature a strong international site with 20 official delegations from abroad in attendance. With numbers like these, the biennial International Exhibition of Machinery, Plant and Technologies for Agricultural Production is displaying even more brilliant results than the record-breaking 2011 edition and testifying the great dynamics of the trade fair event targeted on a public of business people as well as a broader audience of enthusiasts involved in greenery and activities conducted in a rural setting. The exposition will feature such theme salons as Agri for Energy Med, for renewable energy sources of agricultural and forestry origin, MIA on multifunctional agriculture and life in the countryside, dedicated for enthusiasts of kitchen gardens, gardening, fruit orchards, olive cultivations and small animals. At Agri-Levante 2013, a packed schedule of conferences focused on highly current technical and political economic issues.
The Italian construction machinery market took another slide in the first half of 2013, following the substantial decline reported for 2012. Imports were on the downside, as well as exports, which, in the opening months of the year, were subjected to weakness on the European and United States markets.
The earth-moving and construction machinery market showed a sharp drop-off over the first 6 months of the year, with an overall plunge in sales coming to 24.4% for earth-moving machinery and roadworks machinery tumbling by 42.5%. These results confirmed the downward spiral of the market, which closed 2012 with an overall 31.1% decline in sales of earth-moving machinery and roadworks machinery off by 34.3%. The market has been in a steady decline since 2008, that is, since the financial and economic crisis drastically cut activities in the building sector and big public works, resulting in reduced investments in specific machinery and equipment. Unfortunately, also on the decline are exports of Italian manufactured machinery to foreign markets in the wake of substantial gains reported for 2012. Exports fell 14% in the January-April period, when much of this decline could be accounted for by slowdowns in work in Europe and in the United States, two of the major markets for machinery made in Italy. Comamotor, the association in Federunacoma, which represents manufacturers of earth-moving and construction machinery within the National Manufacturer Federation's Confindustria, is reiterating the need for urgent interventions in support of the sector and confirming an agenda of specific initiatives laid out and presented to the Ministry for Economic Development in connection with a roundtable set up with the participation of representatives of all the manufacturers in the sector.
Estimates by the manufacturers in Comacomp, compiled on the basis of internal surveys conducted by the association, point to a year-end balance sheet in line with the previous years or slight progress.
The Italian industry manufacturing components for agricultural and earth-moving machinery expects a 2013 balance sheet in line with the results for 2012, when overall sales came to some 1.7 billion euro, to show exports up by around 5%, flanked by a 7% downturn on the domestic market. A slight increase of a few percentage points for the current year is not being ruled out due to signs of recovery on the markets in the second half, following negative indications in the first half. This is the outlook surfacing in estimates arrived at through surveys conducted by Comacomp, the association which represents the component sector within Federunacoma. The surveys of these member manufacturers covered a majority of the sector, 8 industries, and all types of products, from axles and cabs to pneumatic components, accessories, CPUs, and on to the most minute parts for mechanical gears. A constant over the past few years in this mechanic sector is the difference between the trend of the domestic market on the decline and the growth of export markets. Though the brakes have been applied to the home market, the overall trend for the sector has been positive in that exports account for 80% of sales and work as the decisive factor for these balance sheets. The analysis under study took up the two segments the market is divided into: OEM, original equipment manufacturers, which involve direct supplies to these industries, and AM, the aftermarket, accounting for spare parts and accessories.
Also, this edition of our online newscast has come to a close. We urge you to click on our site every time you need information of any type on any of our activities. Thanks for your attention and looking forward to the next edition.